What's up, FOA squad? I'm Anthony, and welcome to our channel, Life with Anthony. I hope you guys are doing well out there. Happy Friday to you guys. I hope you guys had an excellent Thanksgiving. I had an amazing time with my younger sister. My niece and her boyfriend came by, and my mom and myself. Always a hoot, always laughing, and we shared, or they shared, and gave me some old pictures of the family and, you know, things that happened like years ago that I did not have. So that was nice, and maybe one day I'll share some of those photos with you guys. But today is all about, I'm going to make this second bag of this Alpine Air food bag, dinner in a bag. 3 weeks ago, I made and tried the lentil, which I did not like. I thought it was bland. So let's hope that this mountain chili is better. So I'm gonna get going on that in a minute. But first of all, let's get into this Q&A. But let me get some water ready and prepped. All right. But before I even get into the Q&A, I want to show you guys something. I get this from the dollar store. If you live in your vehicle and or are planning on living in your vehicle, I really suggest that you get this product because it is amazing for the purpose that I use it for. And that is this Fabulosos multi-cleaning purpose. It's lemon scented. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of lemon, and I'm telling you, it's a huge, look at that, it's a huge bottle for $1.25. I put this in my pee urinal because it takes away the urine smell. I'm telling you now, oh my God, I don't smell no urine whatsoever. And this thing has a great lemon smell to it. Dollar Tree, $1.25. Get yourself some lemon Fabulosos multi-purpose cleaner. You will never smell your urine again. Let's get into this Q&A. For somebody walk past this door while my door open. Look all up in here at this luxurious studio apartment home. All right, Anthony, cut it out. All right, so the first question comes from Jen's Life in Huntington, West Virginia. And Jen asks, are you satisfied with your van, or do you plan on going for something bigger and better? Well, I love my van. I love my minivan. I do. It was the perfect step up from the SUV. I have the perfect amount of space, minus being able to stand up and use the restroom. Number 2, in this van, I feel I have everything that I need in this van to live this lifestyle. So, at this moment, yes, I am very, very satisfied with my van. I'm going to talk a little bit later because I'm going to answer a question that's relatively related to Jen's question about do I plan on, or what are my plans, or when are my plans to get something bigger and or better. All right, so the next question is from Min T, and Min T asks, is there anything we can do for Lamont? I am also a stroke survivor. Well, Min T, thanks for asking. I hope that you are coming along with your stroke surviving. Lamont is fine. He is fine. He is very content with his life right now. He was approved of his disability. He has a gorgeous place that he stays at. And he's very, very, very content at his life right now. So I don't think there's anything that you can do, but I certainly appreciate you asking that. The next question comes from Helen Hensel. And Helen asked, why did you first start van life? No, she said, why did you first start the channel? I absolutely have no idea. When I read your question, Helen, I thought, why did I start this channel? And I couldn't think of why. That was 8 years ago. And I couldn't think of why. My lips look like that. Jimmy crack corn. It looks so... And I could not think why. I don't know why. I don't know what prompted me to start a YouTube channel. I always was watching YouTube because I was always looking at like tiny homes, not only on HGTV, but also on YouTube. And I have no idea. For the life of me, I cannot think of why I started this YouTube channel. I'm glad I did. I am definitely glad that I did start it because look at what it's doing for me and allowing me to do right now at this stage of my life. All right, the next question is from M Lit LIT, and they would like to know, do I like potato salad? I absolutely love potato salad, especially red skin potato salad. If I was to make my own homemade potato salad, I would go and get those little red potatoes about yay round. I would slice them up. I would not peel the skin off of them, and I would make my potato salad like that. I absolutely love potato salad, red skin potato salad in particular. The next question, Linda Stewart would like to know, are there any van lifers I would like to meet in person? Now, I really, excuse me. I was asked this question before, but my answer has changed since the last time I answered this question, because there is one that I would love to meet and hang out with, and that is Abiyah. If you guys do not know who Abiyah is and have not watched Abiyah channel, I would like to invite you guys to go over and show some love to Abiyah and her channel. I don't know her link, but I'll put the name of her entire channel here, and you can search and find Abiyah. Or Abiyah, you can put your link under this in the comment section so that you can be found from others here. And the reason why I would like to meet and hang out with Abiyah is because I really feel that Abiyah and I live this lifestyle very similar. And she's nice. I enjoy her videos, and she seems natural. She's given a true to life look at how this lifestyle is. And she's just an authentic person, and I really enjoy her videos. And we actually exchanged a couple words about meeting up and hanging out and doing a couple of cooking videos and everything. And I would like to meet Abiyah. All right. The next question comes from Lee Willie. Lee Willie would like to know, what refrigerator do I have and do I like it? Now, I had to write this down because, of course, y'all know my memory. I wasn't going to remember it. And it's an F4. No, let me start all over. I'm going to put it up here somewhere. It's a F, and I might, if I think about it, put it in the description. It's an F40 C4 TMP. And I absolutely love it. I love it. When the compression, what is it called? Oh my God, Anthony, stop it. Okay, when it's running, since I can't think of the component inside of it, when it's running, it only uses about 30 watts, and I have it set on the lowest setting, and I have it set at 32 watts, 32 degrees Fahrenheit. I'm gonna think of that daggone piece in there. Oh my Lord, Anthony. Okay, something better ask. Do I feel pressure to post videos every day now that I have become a YouTube success? Okay. I don't feel any pressure whatsoever. I don't, because making videos and posting videos have become so natural to me right now that I really don't even think about it. I don't think twice about it. I don't have to think of what topic I'm gonna talk about. I don't have to think about, what I want to say or do in the next video. It all comes to me naturally, and that's the best way for me, I think, is when it comes natural and you don't have to sit and think, oh boy, what am I going to do now? This community and our channel is all about my life, and so I don't have to think about excuse me, I don't have to think about what to post, because I would just post what's happening and going on in my life as things happen, and with my life. So it's very easy. It's a very easy platform, so to speak. And of course, that's not the word I'm looking for, because words are just not coming to me today for some strange reason. But yeah, I really feel no pressure whatsoever. You guys enjoy our community. You enjoy keeping up with what's going on in my life, and that makes it easier as well. So no pressure. All right, let me flip it over. Michelle Smith asks, you know what? We're going to take a little pause here before I get to Michelle's question, and I'm going to get this going, this chili going. I done answered like a ton of questions, ain't do nothing yet with this darn chili. I will be finished before I'll be finished the Q&A. I'm going to put 2 cups in here. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I'm doing it this way, because I like to pour with my right hand. All right, y'all gonna have to move over. Y'all gonna have to scoot over. Lord have mercy, I'm making a mess after mess. A mess after mess. All right, there we go. I got that done. I'll get that later. Take this out. Okay, we'll see about that. All right, come on back up here. Come on back up in here. All right, let's continue now that I got that going. I done spilled some of the water out, so that's not even going to be the correct amount. We'll see. All right, let's continue with Michelle Smith. And Michelle Smith asks, what would older Anthony say to younger Anthony? I love this question. Thanks, Michelle. Older Anthony would say to younger Anthony 2 things. 1, I would not have bought a house. I bought that house under the influence of the coworker that I was working with at the time. I worked with him for 11 years. I was the operator and he was the roll tender. And every year, just about for a long time, he would ask me, when are you going to buy a house? When are you going to buy a house? This, that, and the other. And then one day, out of curiosity, I took the first step, and then the first step snowballed into the next step and the next step, and next thing you know, I bought a house. It also, to me, was a sign when I lost that house. I did not feel any sadness about losing that house. I looked at it as a new beginning. I looked at it as me gaining more freedom to do what I wanted to do and be able to be where I wanted to be, etc. So I didn't feel anything when I lost that house. And the next thing that my older self would have told my younger self is, I wish I would have started van life a little sooner. a lot sooner. I wish I would have discovered this lifestyle a lot sooner. I feel like I would have been far more advanced. I also would have felt like as a younger person, I would have been able to live this lifestyle a little more comfortable than what I am now, simply because I am or would have been younger in age. But that's about it. Everything else throughout my life was meant to happen for a reason. And I've learned a lot of things through some of the things that has happened in my life. And I would not change those things, because those types of things are learning experiences. They are things that's supposed to teach you things. They are things that's supposed to build your character as a person up. And I would not change those things. But my younger self definitely would have told me to get into van life sooner and not to purchase that house. All right, the next question comes from Newton Media Virtual Assistant. And they ask, do I ever communicate with anyone from my old job as friends? Okay, so my old job that I just left from New Jersey, that I was working there almost 3 years, I communicate with one person. And he is the guy that was the stacker operator on the press that I worked on. He and I had became really good friends the year that he was there. And he was the only person that I actually told that I lived in my SUV at the time. He didn't believe me for the longest time, so until I showed him my setup after work one day. And then that's when he started believing me. And then from that point on, I started telling him more and more about the lifestyle and how I live it and everything. He was really intrigued about it. He was a young guy. He was about 30 years old. And he is the only one. I have spoken to him many times since I left the job, and I saw him one time and we sat and talked for about 30 or 40 minutes at that time. And he is the only person that I miss from that job and that I still communicate with. Now, from my job that I worked for over 30 years, I communicate still to this day with about 5 of them, 5 or 6 people that I communicate with on a semi-regular basis. You know, nobody really talks to people really often, especially people who has been in your life for so long, whatever. Anyway, I do keep in contact with about 5 of them, really good friends. So, yeah. The next question comes from Angie P. Who are your favorite NFL teams? I only have one favorite NFL team, and that is the team of the city that I was born and raised in, Baltimore, Maryland, the Baltimore Ravens. That's who I'm repping. I'm repping the Baltimore Ravens. Now, growing up, I was a Pittsburgh Peeler. I was a Pittsburgh Peeler fan. I was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan growing up, because that's when the Terry Bradshaw days was there, and I loved Pittsburgh during then. And we in Baltimore we had the Colts. We were the Baltimore Colts. But then out of the blue, at night, that's what people say, at night, they took the Colts out of Baltimore and took them to Indianapolis. Now, I don't know how long it was before we actually got another football team in between that time, before we got the Ravens. But yeah, we were the Baltimore Colts. Okay, this is done. Excuse me, because this thing is boiling up something. This is boiling up something. Let me go ahead and put this in there so we can continue. All right. All right. The hoop nanny. Okay, it smells. Oh, too low. What's going on, Matthews? Oh, we don't want to say that. We're going to cut that part out. All right, that's that. We'll let that sit until the end of this Q&A, and then we'll give it a shot. Ain't no fancy editing here on this channel, boy. No fancy editing here. All right, we have a couple more questions. This is from Dean in Canada. What's up, Dean? Dean wants to know, what's the biggest challenge living in a van full time? Without a doubt, hands down, the weather. The weather is my biggest challenge. If I can find someplace, if I could live someplace where the weather was like 80 degrees all year round, that would be perfect. But yeah, I would say the weather definitely is the biggest challenge for me living in this lifestyle. But throughout the years and my so-called experience in this lifestyle, I have learned to manage it a lot better than when I first started out. So definitely the weather. Okay, NZ Link asks, did I enjoy the road trip with Michael, and would I consider going on another group road trip? I absolutely enjoyed the trip with Michael. He was very easy to go on a road trip with. He always told me from the very beginning, if it's something that I want to stop and see or do, let him know and we can do it. I knew that he and I was going to road trip pretty good together when I first met him at the campground, because we had easy conversation. We are both campground enthusiasts. Michael more so than me. I'm actually just getting into the whole campground thing, but Michael has been doing it for a long time. He has all kinds of camping equipment. I mean, just really, really enthusiastic about the whole campground scene. And I definitely enjoyed that trip. Now, would I consider going on another group trip or group travel trips or road trips? Absolutely not. And the reason being is because when compromise come into play, that's when I have to hit the road. Because when I travel from this point on in my life, I want to travel to see the things that I want to see. And I'm not going to put myself in a situation that I have to compromise, the integrity, so to speak, of the road trip. So one person is enough, and I would love to travel again on road trip again with Michael. But, as far as groups, I don't think that's going to be my scene at all. All righty. And the last question, I saved this for last. Oh, next to the last. The next question is from Fashion Junkie 10, and she asks, I'm just gonna paraphrase it. Basically, have I ever got a knock from the police? I have never ever gotten a knock from the police because I am very, very aware and very cautious of parking. Parking to me is an important part of living this lifestyle, and I like to think that I have a really good judgment at where I choose to park. I do not park in places like Walmart or Home Depot or any of those types of places. Even if I was to travel and stay in the city of different cities, I would not stay in those types of places. I would more so look for a 24-hour Planet Fitness and stay on that type of lot, because I could be in the gym, I could be an employee of the Planet Fitness. There are many reasons that my van is on that parking lot 2 a.m. in the morning. So no, never got the knock. I'm very, very conscious of where I park. So no. And the final question is from Flango, my man Flango. How you doing? And what is your end goal with living in a van life, living the van life? I saved this question for last because I have something that I want to share with you guys and talk about with you guys, some thoughts on this particular subject here. And I used to think a lot about, okay, where I want to be in 5 years. What do I want to do? This, that, and the other. And y'all know that I was an overthinker, and I'm still to a certain point an overthinker. Look at these people trying to look at my van. I'm about to shut my door. If they get out their car. I saw the lady looking like this, y'all. Driving around. And she's still looking. Oh my God, I think these people recognize me.
Anthony.
Who is that? Oh my goodness. And guess what? I'm filming a video right now. Oh my goodness.
Me and my wife watched the show. Hello. My name Kendall. My wife Marlene.
Nice to meet you.
Oh my God, I'm filming a video right now. I'm like,
Who
who is this?
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness, this is amazing.
That's great, because we live like right down the street from here.
Yes,
And when we first started watching, I said, that look like white marsh. Like, like we just came from the mall. Like, we're going to go find the white. That's what our cousin
Oh my
in
God,
Florida.
this is amazing.
I know, happy to meet you.
Yes, I'm trying to be in the mix here.
Right. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
Oh my God.
How was your Thanksgiving? Good?
It was good.
Oh, good,
Yeah,
man. Good.
Everything
good.
is good. Thank you guys.
I know
so
it's a
much for
pleasure to
supporting
meet
this
you,
channel.
man. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And you are
And we enjoyed.
I'm Kendall.
Kendall
and Marlene.
Wife
Marlene,
Yeah.
Kendall, Marlene. Oh my
We
goodness.
enjoy your vlogs.
Yeah,
Thank you
good.
so much. Thank you for
Entertaining. I know the trips and everything. That's
We
entertaining.
there with you
man.
every day.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna
I'm
lie.
about to hit the road again
Yeah.
soon.
We was
Yeah, because you
mesmerized.
have December 6th, your trip.
I have that, but after I come from that, the beginning of the year, I'm going to head back down south.
You pull them on.
All right.
You're probably
Right.
That's my buddy too.
Now, I'm going to go to the Tampa RV show.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm about to talk about that. Y'all just busted
Oh.
up.
We ran.
Don't be sorry.
We ran. I said, look, we're going to go look for him. I said, and I came back. I said, I don't see
And
them.
here I am.
I saw the camp. I said, that's the man right
I
there.
said, somebody looking around. I said on the video, who had been looking around? Somebody trying to look at my
Oh,
man.
man. That's all right, though, man.
Thank you
I
guys
ain't
so
gonna
much.
hold you up. I know. Pleasure to meet you, man.
Likewise,
Pleasure to
likewise.
meet you. Take care,
Oh, my
man.
God, I
Enjoy the
will.
rest of your holiday.
Thank you so
Nice
much.
to meet you.
Oh,
Give me a hug.
Yes.
Take care.
I'm always overwhelmed when I
Right?
I'm gonna do a meetup in Baltimore too.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
Well, we'll keep posted when you let us know.
I will. I will. Nice meeting you.
All right.
Marlene.
Marlene, yeah.
Marlene. Okay, thank you guys. Oh my goodness. That was Kendall and Marlene, husband and wife. They are an FOA, and they watch and support our community. They are part of our community. And they actually came to where I am to see if I was actually here. That was so sweet. I tell you, I'm always overwhelmed when I meet someone. Because y'all saw me looking around like, who is that? Because I saw when they were driving around. She was kind of looking. Oh, that was so nice. But let me regain my thoughts here. Oh, that was so nice. But yes, I wanted to talk a little bit about what Flango had asked about what's my end game. Up until this point, I really didn't have I was saying that, my mind was cluttered, and then, I was an overthinker, and then I was stressing out a little bit. And then I took the advice of many of you, which was to just work on one goal at a time. And once I started doing that and getting certain things done and everything, and now that those things are done, I had to make sure and now that those things are done, I now can work on start thinking about where I would like to be in the, around retirement age in about 5 years from now. So, where I would like to be, I've come to a confirmed decision of what I want to do when it comes time to me officially retire, start getting Social Security in 5 years at age 62. I want to purchase a piece of property, a small piece, and I want to put a tiny home on that piece of property. I think a tiny home would be the next sensible, reasonable step up from the minivan, and that's what I'm going to do. Now, with that in mind, look at them. They riding by. Bye. Oh boy, it's always more surprising when you meet someone off guard like that. But yeah, I'm going to purchase, because I am someone who likes to have a home base, and I know for a fact that I don't want to be in PA for the rest of my life. So I'm going to get a piece of land, a small piece of land, and I'm going to put a tiny home on it. Not the type of tiny home that you can put on the back of your car and go somewhere. I want a tiny. Ooh, Anthony, I'm telling you, if you don't find the words today, I want a stationary tiny home. I want a stationary tiny home that I can have there, and then have my van to go out and about and whatever. And I thought about where. It definitely will not be somewhere where it's cold, and it definitely will not be somewhere where it's super hot all year round. And I'm thinking a happy medium would be somewhere around the South Carolina grounds. Excuse me, around South Carolina. I looked at several times what is South Carolina yearly temperatures, and it seemed like that would be the perfect medium for me. So I'm going to be looking when the time comes around the South Carolina areas and see what they have available there. And I'm going to take it from there. Now that leads me into the second part of that whole plan of mine. And that is, I'm not going to get an RV. I'm not going to get an RV because this van is paid for. I am debt free. I don't have any debt whatsoever, and I intend on keeping it that way. For me to buy an RV for $100,000, over $100,000, and go back into debt for the next 3-4 years, who knows, maybe even 5 years up until retirement, does not make financial sense to me. And every decision that I make moving forward in my life has to make financial sense to me. And that does not make financial sense to me, because the money that I can spend, especially with my clear goal in mind of purchasing a small piece of land and putting a tiny home on there, it makes no sense to go in debt for the next 5 years and then I'm gonna buy a tiny home and have a RV around. I'd rather have a minivan around to do my daily chores with than a RV. And not only that, that will allow me to stay debt-free and save the most money up for when it comes time for me to purchase a small piece of land and a tiny home. Hopefully, I will be able to do that and still remain debt-free. So that is my goal. My goal is to be able to purchase a small piece of land, a tiny home, and still remain debt-free. And if it all goes well, I still should have a chunk of change left over to live off of, along with my Social Security. So that is my goal. So there you have it, ladies and gents. FOA squad, the community has spoken, or Anthony has spoken. I am keeping this minivan until I retire and beyond, if it lasts or whatever. This is going to be it for me. Now, some of you might ask, because I did get this in the comments before, okay, then what's the point in going to an RV show? I enjoy going to RV shows. I love going there. I love walking in and out of the different types of RVs and stuff. It's just something that I enjoy. So I still plan on going to the, oh my goodness, it's getting dark outside. I still plan on going to the Tampa RV show, simply because it is, like I mentioned, one of the two biggest RV shows in the United States besides Hershey, and I want to go and I want to explore, and I'm gonna be down south anyway, so why not go? All right, last but not least, this chili should be done. That was so nice meeting them, Kendall and Marlene. I told them that I was going to have a meetup in Baltimore. It's probably going to be in the spring of next year. All right, let's see. Smelled better when it wasn't cooked. All right, let me get this stuff to taste. All right, that's what it looks like. I just now put my teeth in about an hour ago. Now this stuff gonna stain my mouth. I don't like that. Oh, oh. I don't like that at all. Oh my God. Oh my God. It has a nasty aftertaste. Oh gee. I'm telling you, if that's my last meal, I'd be like, take me now. Take me now. That was nasty. Oh, that's it. That's it. I won't be buying any more of these type. I won't be buying any more of these type meals. No more. Because this one was not good neither. All right, guys, that's going to do it for today's video. As always, thanks for taking a few minutes out of your day to watch my videos. I appreciate you guys. You know that. And I'll see you guys the next time.